Good evening, currency kings and queens. How are you? Welcome back to another one of my videos. I did a follow-up on gold. I'd been tracking it last week if y'all had tuned in. If not, click back last 2 or 3 videos and it'll give you a general idea of the update that I am going to do for you this evening. And if y'all are watching, it is June 28th on Wednesday. So it's hump day. I hope y'all have had a great start of the week, but I wanted to go back in on this gold trade so that we can see exactly what gold was doing according to the prediction that I made last week. It was on a downtrend and it stayed in that downtrend. It still has some areas above in the area of like 1947 to about 1939, in that area that it's still is unfilled. There's an imbalance there. So on the 4-hour chart right now, today it moved, but you know, it moved, but I don't know. Today was kind of special for me with gold, so I did not trade it today. We're gonna look at tomorrow and Friday, and as a general rule of thumb, just from the analysis I've had, I sometimes trade Wednesdays, but Wednesdays typically are days that I kind of kick back and watch the charts, and I don't usually get in most of the time until it's high probability anyway. But Wednesdays I'm extra careful. So let's go over and mark up gold because we have Thursday and Friday left of this week. So let's see what we have. We're currently still trending down on the 4-hour. The daily still shows a high, a trend above the 200 moving average. It's approaching the 200 moving average. So into next week and the following weeks, we want to see if it's going to continue the trend on the lower time frames that will go into the month and dailies. So, but for the time frames that we trade on for intraday trading, I had it marked up pretty good, but I haven't had time today. I've been so busy. I do have some Currency Queen brands coming out soon. I will be releasing my website soon with the t-shirts that I make. I call it the t-shirt factory in here, but I do a lot of custom t-shirts and things like that. So that's my little niche that outside of Forex that I kind of dabble in. So look for some merch, and hopefully we can get it uploaded on the website so I can get it out to y'all. If y'all are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you can get my notifications when I upload a new video. And thank y'all for subscribing. And thank you for visiting my channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, just going over the 4-hour chart. This was last week's business here. We mentioned the gap. I had assumed after there was some areas of consolidation on the lower time frames. You can see it really well on the 1-hour chart. And that trend is still above the 200 moving average. But as we drop lower, you know, I like to play around with the moving averages. Let's see what it looks like for the 50. And then the 50 is black. We needed a different color. How about yellow? Okay, it is still trending above. It slightly touched the trend here on the 50. So we'll just keep an eye out. That's more than likely a retracement. But we have the imbalance here that's still here and has not been filled. So at some point, the imbalance from here will need to be filled. But as we saw from the previous week, there was a break of structure after some ranging consolidation and then the huge wicks. before it decided to start the downtrend. It went, and what I assumed was a liquidity grab of some sort, but it seemed to keep that trend all the way through this today and this week. We ended today with a kind of like a bearish candle, but you can see that it's starting to have some bullish tendencies or activities on it. So we're going to continue to watch gold as it continues down. I'm not really huge on fundamentals, but there was some news earlier today and this week that affected the market. As far as the Dixie, we've had that trend on the Dixie, and I tell you I use the Dixie as confluence. So on the Dixie, it is approaching on the 1 hour a level of resistance. We're going to keep watching in that area with the Dixie and see if it either respects that resistance area or breaks through to continue up. And I use that to, give me confluence on letting me know that gold, hey, gold's going to continue down. So marking up my areas on gold. So I usually get my confluence on the 4 hour, which is still a downtrend like we stated earlier. My 1 hour I use for my markups. We got some pretty significant areas here where there was a break of structure. And then we have some areas here. So we keep an eye on these areas typically because the market is always going to react at these levels. You just don't know what it's going to do. But knowing that there's a possibility of it moving or doing something, it gives you a keen eye for the market. And as you continue to do it over and over, you will learn that those are the areas that you need to look more closely at than just, the other areas. I'll bring this here to in here. Okay, and then right now the resistance that we have is the last previous high here. So it's close enough to where I don't need to mark it up. I don't typically like a lot of stuff on my charts, but it just depends on what it's doing. So looking at gold, it looked like it went down almost to the, is that a daily? It's mid-range for the daily highs and lows. So it's mid-range in price on the daily. For the monthly, it's at a high. You can see these prices are touching the highs for the monthlies. And it hasn't done that in a while. Let's go back here. Looking at the month, I mean, that's the highest that it's been in a very long while, like years or ever. So we're at a monthly high, a 12-month high, a yearly high. Wow, I didn't even see that before, and it touched it 3 times over the course of 2020. Last high was March of 22, and then it hit it again in May of 23. So it just may be coming down from ranging high. So we have a lot of room to move down, guys and gals. So let's stay optimistic. Let's also only read what the chart is doing currently and not assuming. Use your technicals, and for me right now my bias is going to stay bearish until I can see some true signs that we're going to be doing something. I'll look forward to, let me just take this back off. Okay, I got my 200 back on. I'll look for it to break some significant zones, some points of interest areas, and right now I'm just looking for it to continue. There's a solid level of resistance here that it's staying below. It's not breaking, and it's continuing to make lower lows and lower highs. So I'm bearish with gold until proven otherwise. So if y'all have anything y'all want me to give an analysis on, or add to the analysis, I just like gold, so I tend to kind of look at it and trace the patterns that it makes because it's kind of unique. For now, it may be going up to cover the imbalance that we were talking about, only to head back down. If it respects this 200 EMA, then we're good. So if y'all like this video or would like me to do any other videos regarding Forex, let me know. Drop a comment down below, and thank you for tuning in. Have a good evening.